we're back. Thank you so much for joining us here for our pickups video. Again, last weekend, Green Bay Distillery with the Green Bay Card Show. Good time was had by all. Big crowds at times. Couldn't even walk through at times. They had two big rooms they were set up in. One was kind of the music hall that they have, and the other one was a dining area that they host some events in. And that dining area is where Adam and I from the Dollar Box were set up on our table. Beautiful room, kind of those clear glass garage doors that they open up in the summer. So we could see the stadium, we could see Lambeau Field, we could see the Resch Center about a block away. We could see the Don Hudson Center and the practice fields where the Packers practice, just a short walk away. So really a good venue. We had a good time, a lot of good people there, good conversations. Adam and I split a table, so we both had a couple dollar boxes we were working on there and had some decent sales on that. But we've got some more of my pickup cards to go through, and we went to the picker wheel before the break, and we decided that we were doing basketball next, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get some basketball cards ready to go for us here. Let's see. And we will switch over to the card cam. All right. So I found a few of these. I hadn't picked these up before. These are 94 NBA hoops. And they're a big numbers insert. So this is Latrell Sprewell, 35-33. 35-33 what? Well, 3,533 minutes in a season. So they kind of mark some significant events in the player's career. What I really liked about them is you can see the 3533, and the lighting's not great. Let me turn it a little. Oh, there you go. Now you can kind of see that. They have kind of that ice design, right? So you got those squares, those refractor squares. There's multiple colors in there. So I think they did a good job on that. The next one is from the same set, Patrick Ewing, 18 second half points in a playoff game. So you can see that 18 is in that same refractor type finish. And I actually picked up two of those, so I'll be able to put a little volume sales out there for that. Then I'm going to flip to our vertical alignment. I guess I'll just pull those out of there. I picked up two of these Stephen Marbury Upper Deck 97 hardwood prospects. If I can get that lined up, really nice. So those are from the UD3 set. Stephen Marbury with the Timberwolves. You can see the image there has a little refractor hollow finish in it. So that caught my attention. That caused me to buy that. I bought three of these Alonzo Mourning versus Shaquille O'Neal cards. Young Shaq. I buy a lot of Shaq. Shaq consistently sells. If someone's going through my basketball cards, a lot of times they find a Shaq card in there that they want to buy. And I thought the concept of this Versus series, let me see. So these are 1993 Skybox, and it says Showdown Series versus Showdown Series. Oh no, Showdown Series O'Neal versus Ewing. So I thought it was kind of a cool concept to find a couple of players that were NBA greats at that moment going at it together. And then I bought three more of these. Shaq versus Patrick Ewing. Iconic big men in the middle there. Down in the paint, bumping on each other. Then I got a Panini 2013-14 basketball night school insert. I like these night schools. I just think it's kind of fun. So you got the beard, James Harden. You got the blackboard behind him. You got night school stylized like medieval knights. That was from the Excalibur set, actually, typically. So you can see the little knight design there. That just had eye appeal to me. Sometimes I buy a card I like the design, and there's nothing more to it. Kristaps Porzingis, we got a parallel version here of a 17-18 Prestige. I don't know, maybe the Rain or the Mist parallel. I think this is the Rain parallel. I think the Mist is a little less streaky and more like dots. So I'll have to look that one up again. I know I've got a few of those parallels, and they were all precipitation themed, if I recall. Then we got another 17-18 Prestige Stars of the NBA insert. Karl Anthony Towns was a hot commodity coming in this year. Now I understand he just hurt his knee or something, so that will probably hurt his value. But sometimes you don't know that when you're buying the card, right? NBA hoops. See a lot of NBA hoops. This is a 2018-19 NBA hoops of Joker, Denver Nuggets. He's still a hot commodity. More NBA hoops. 1920 green parallel, and that's a refractor. Kristaps Porzingis again. I think isn't Porzingis with Boston now? And I think he's having a great year. That whole club is having a great year. Another one of these 93 Skybox Showdown Series. No Shaq this time, though. This is the Admiral David Robinson versus Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Great players in some of my best basketball watching years. We got a Donruss Hall Kings, Isaiah Thomas. Another icon from my early days of watching basketball in the 80s. You had Isaiah, Magic, and Bird. Isaiah never got the whole show the way the others did, but he was a heck of a player. No denying that. All right, next up, a 2017-18 Panini Essential Stars insert, Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler of the home state Marquette Warriors, now known as the Marquette Golden Eagles, right? When I was really watching them a lot, and one of my high school teammates played for Marquette years ago when they were still the Warriors. But this is one of those unusual thick cards. Like, it's thicker than it needs to be. It does help quality, but as a reseller, it affects my ability to package it as well, and send it, on your standard ESE envelope. Can you still do it? Absolutely. But if I had a multi-card order or something, now that's eating more space. All right. Donruss Optic 2019-20 Panini Donruss Optic purple Blake Griffin. I always find that Donruss Optic is a good play when you can find it in a dime box or quarter box. Doesn't matter the sport. Donruss Optic is a pretty good quality set, and it's affordable. So a lot of people are fans of it. We got another Night School 13. Oh, no, not 13. Is it? Yeah, 13, 14. Wow. Doesn't seem like it should be that old. Another Night School. This one's of Russell Westbrook. So 13, 14. That's 10 years ago already. Wow. It just made me realize how fast time is flying. Couple of these 1920 Donruss Optic Express Lane inserts. I'm a fan of these. I've seen a few of these now. I picked up a few of these. I think I'll continue to do that. They got some nice color to them, a nice design. So we got a DeMar DeRozan of the Spurs. We got a D'Angelo Russell. Who's he play for? Golden State Warriors. Nice design, good eye appeal. That's enough for me to buy those more often without much hesitation. Topps Chrome. What year is these? I've got a few of these, and I am a fan. 1999 Rockman. Now, this is Chris Webber, who doesn't have a ton of hobby, but I'm a fan of the Rockmen. And there was a whole series where they did different kind of nicknames for perimeter players, paint players, assist guys, all that stuff. And I'm a sucker for that. I'll buy it every time. Up next, we've got some more Topps. We've got Dikembe Mutombo. I bought a little bit of Dikembe Mutombo. So we got Tops, we got Shiny board members, and then we got SWAT team. This time with the Nuggets. I talked about this earlier, and here we are in the stack. We've got 1999 Tops embossed gold Sean Kemp. Look at that gold finish on there. That is just impressive. But the thing I said earlier is they kind of overdid it, right? Like, would you know that Sean Kemp if you just saw the face? I probably wouldn't. And I watched a lot of Sean Kemp over the years. But I like the gold finish on it. It's pretty impressive. I shared a card on Discord early today. Speaking of that, so the Dollar Box, my buddy Adam at the Dollar Box started a Discord channel. And I participate in that a lot as well. I recommend it if you want to have some good conversation about the hobby, good conversation about card selling. It's a great destination to go through some of that. I would check that out at the Dollar Box. I don't have the address here ready to go. Maybe when I edit this video, I can put something up with that for you, and give you that address to go see it, because I really think it's a value-added play. You get kind of the collective helping you with some of your questions out there. But where I was going with this is I had another gold finish card this morning. It was a Dale Earnhardt Jr. card. A little bit of a sad story. Let me go grab it. Won't take me about a minute here. So last night, had a cousin in the family pass away. Not really unexpected, but he had this 1999 Bleachers 23 karat gold Dale Earnhardt Jr. card. That nice gold finish on it, that gold layer front and back. And he passed away, and the family decided that they would like me to have this card. So while I'm showing it to you here now, just because it's another good example of the gold finish, this one will not be for sale. This will forever be in my PC, because I really have a lot of respect for this gentleman that passed away. He was always good to me, good to my wife, good to my children. And the fact that, he and his family would think about me in his last days and decide that they would like me to have this card really means a lot to me. But I share it with you right now just to say, hey, these gold layered cards are pretty cool. It's a nice idea. I don't see them too often anymore. But it's unique, right? Like, you don't see a lot of those out there. All right, let's move on. We're going to get into some acetate here. 2021 Panini Illusions Kawhi Leonard. Amazing insert, and that's the acetate. Boy, does that look a little different with that gold card behind it, right? So you got the refractor lines, and then you got the clear acetate in there as well. Just love the acetate cards. I will keep on buying them until they're not cool anymore. Next up, 2012-13 Panini. It's got a Legends series here. Just looking at the card a little closer to see if it calls that out. Like, there's no Legends badge, but we got a George Gervin card here. San Antonio, I believe, right? San Antonio Spurs legend. We got a 2021 Panini Chronicles draft picks. Franz Wagner, rookie card. Having a little bit of success in the league now. We got another one of these Legends cards from Panini. George McCann. We got a Shaquille O'Neal, Lakers. We got an Elgin Baylor from the Lakers. So a nice little run on those Legends cards there, all in that 2012-2013 series. As I've said before, I have an appreciation for the history of sports, whatever league it is, just history in general. So I like to stock up on a lot of these Legends cards. Then we've got a 2022-23 Panini Prism with the red ice parallel, Kristaps Porzingis. We've got a 2019-20 Panini Prism rookie card, I think. Oh, no. This is not his rookie card. My mistake. But we got a Rui Hachimura Instant Impact insert. We've got a Zach LaVine 2020-2021 Panini Select. I think this is the red and green parallel, so you can see the green at the bottom, red up on top. Another Illusions acetate card, 2019-2020 Panini Illusions James Harden acetate, astounding. Now we've got a 1920 Panini Hoops Arriving Now insert, another Rui Hachimura for the Wizards. And then just a couple basketball cards left. I'm going to switch those out for some horizontal cards here to finish it out. Shaquille O'Neal, USA Basketball. My brother, Uncle B, my brother Brian, he's always got me on the hunt for USA Basketball cards. I've got him quite a few now, so just out of habit, I was still picking them up. So I got one for myself to put in the store. We got a predictor card here, 35 points in a game for Dino Raja. And then we've got a contenders card from 2017-2018. And this is the most valuable contenders insert, Karl Anthony Towns. We talked about him again. He was off to a hot year and then got a little bit of an injury. So that leaves me with just one more basketball card that I want to share with you today. And this is for Uncle B. This will not be out in the store, but I just talked about his affinity for USA Basketball, and specifically Uncle B. He's my brother, but my kids call him Uncle B. My wife calls him Uncle B. He specifically always has me on the hunt for the 1992 Barcelona team, the Dream Team. So I came across this today. The 3-card set, someone actually put it in the top loaders and put some clear packing tape across the back of the top loaders to put them together. They had a couple of these there. I couldn't resist, so I bought one. This is going to Uncle B. I won't be listing it in the store, but you got the Admiral, you got Chris Mullins, you got Charles Barkley, you got John Stockton, I believe. You got Michael, you got Karl Malone, you got Magic, you got Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, and Isaiah Thomas. And I guess I never paid attention to this set before to understand that it was a panoramic set. So you put those 3 cards together and they match up perfectly to the whole squad there. So I did like that once I realized that. But like I said, that will not be going up for sale in my store. That's going to Uncle B because he is a Dream Team collector. That is one of the things we like to do here at JC3 Cards and Collectibles. Not everything we pick up goes out for sale in the store. We have friends and family members that we help them get the cards they look for as well. In fact, I'll show you one right now. Neighbor Alex. So our next door neighbor, Alex, he is a Spider-Man card collector. So I picked up one Spider-Man card at the show just for Alex. This will go into a team bag where I just put all my good Spider-Man cards. And by good, I mean the portrait shots of Spider-Man. I will grab those, put them aside for neighbor Alex, and he comes over every once in a while and buys them from me. And I give him the good neighbor discount on that. So I picked up the one and only Spider-Man just for him. At the same time, I just talked about picking up the Dream Team for my brother. I also have a good friend, Frank. He's a big Darryl Strawberry fan, so I pick up straw cards whenever I find them and slide them over to him. Just something, a way for me to give back in a way to friends and family, and give them an opportunity to get those cards they want without making them go out and do all the digging. I do the digging for them and they get some value out of that. So, all right. So we made it through football. We made it through wrestling. And we made it through basketball. What do we have left? Well, we have Star Wars and we have baseball. So I guess it's time to go to the picker wheel and see what we're going to do next. Baseball or Star Wars? Oh my, which one is it going to be? Round and round it goes. Where's it going to stop? Where's your money? What are you putting it on? Bing, 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 bing. Looks like we are going Star Wars next. There we go. We got the party explosion. We are going to go Star Wars next. We're going to take a quick little break before we do that. So I can get a drink, you can get a drink, and we'll be back right after this.